Well, I'm Jeff, and this is Ann. We have a blended family. We have 4 teenagers, 2 8th graders going into high school next year, and we have a junior at high school and a sophomore. So 3 girls and 1 boy. So we have 2 kids in the family right now that within the next 2 years, right, will both be going off to college, right? And we had heard from a friend about College Money Academy, and we wanted to check into it, right? And what we found was, there's a lot more to prepping and getting ready for college, and it provided, I think, another level of an advanced level of information that we really needed, right, in targeting schools, right, in building resumes, packaging the kids, and a higher level of understanding, a deeper level of understanding of what we need to be doing right now, right? What we need to be doing with the junior that's in the house that's going to be going off to college in a year and a half, with the sophomore in 2 years, right? And it was really helpful in us to be able to help sort of navigate what we need to do, because frankly, the school systems don't really provide that, right? And there's a lot of information out there, but what I liked about it most was it's tightly packaged, right? Very succinct and easy to understand, right, with real practical examples. I've always had a pretty high income, and when I saw the video and what you had to say about financial aid isn't just about being needy, that really struck me, right? And I really started to really key in on what you were saying about that, and how you were able to take your daughter in through this whole process over the course of her career in high school and get her the aid that she needed, right? And it wasn't entirely based on any type of financial need. Instead, it had to do with the resume and the package. So that really struck me. And I never thought of packaging the kids. Yeah. And I heard that and I thought, resume, package, it's no different than the world of your career and your industry. You're constantly trying to invent ways to package yourself, to make yourself attractive. And it's no different in the workplace than it is when you're going into a college, right? So I thought that was really, really good.
My daughter's grades are average, and so I didn't ever think that she was going to qualify for any sort of financial assistance because of her grades. And the video series taught me that it's not about that at all. It's about how the way you package them. And she has so many outside activities that we can include in the package. She's got a great job, and she reads a book every day, and she is in the book club, and the series just taught us that we can help package a lot of that stuff to make her look more marketable to different colleges.
But just to build on that a little bit, one of the things that I thought was really interesting is when you're targeting a school, and when you get into that discussion about how you go and you target a school very strategically. Like most people think, I'm in-state, I'm going to send my kids to in-state schools. You're talking about, you could have advantages going out of state you may not know about, because if you're gearing your child's interests are geared a certain direction, like you talk about your daughter being in broadcasting and all that kind of stuff, and you kind of package yourself that way, it's going to be more compelling, right? You're going to have people on the other side of the college taking more notice of that. That to me was sort of like understanding that it's not just a sort of a simple stepped process to fill out the application, do the essay, do the resume. There's a lot in between. And I think that's where the real value of this series is going to be, right? Is for people like us who are, middle class, who may not qualify for the financial, at the needy level, more for us to help understand how to navigate, given our own circumstances, right? So that was really big. I thought that was really big.
And to expand on what you said, to create a story, I think that was what we're trying to do, is just tell a story so it makes it more interesting to the people that are looking at these applications. So it doesn't it makes it to the top of the pile. That's what we're trying to do, is get their application to the top of the pile and have it stay there. I thought it was very user-friendly, and it was all modules, very short, so it didn't ever get too long where you would get bored or lose your attention. But I did find myself going back and re-watching and re-listening to a lot of the modules because it had such great information. That's a great question, because it really started the conversation for me with my daughter, and she didn't think that she should even bother applying to several different colleges because she said, "Mom, my grades aren't good enough." And I said, well, what I just learned from this video series is that doesn't necessarily matter. You need to apply to several different colleges, whether you think you might be able to get into it or not, because there are options out there that you're not even aware of. I'm in real estate, so I negotiate every day, and I had no idea that you could negotiate with colleges. So it was eye-opening.
I would say to parents, explore and do more exploration around what types of similar programs are offered, because I don't think you're going to find anything else that's quite this succinct and provides that type of roadmap that you guys are providing out there to walk you through the entire process from start to finish. And then even after the first year, you talk about the second and third and fourth year, how to keep it up. To me, that's providing something that's of a higher level value than anything I've seen out there.
I think this was the best money that we could have ever spent, because it's going to save us so much money moving forward. And we also knew that there was a money-back guarantee, so we had nothing to lose.